This video is sponsored by Squarespace. What's up, Bodyweight Warriors? Welcome back to another video, another follow along. In today's video, we're going to be looking at part one of the big 5 strengthen, then lengthen the flexibility movements. If you want to find out more about the details and why, then check out this video, that'll explain it. But today is focused on pike or hamstring flexibility. It's a great routine for people who cannot touch their toes and are working towards a palm to floor position. That's what I recommend most people do. You can chuck this routine as an ideal add-on at the end of your normal strength training session. You're only going to need time and space, no equipment really, although I would say that a 5 to 10 kilo dumbbell is useful to perform at the end of this routine to aid in it, but it's not essential. Other than that, let's jump straight into this routine. Right, we're going to kick things off with a short warm-up and then we get into the bulk of the routine. So we're going to start with just some lunges. I'm going to start right foot forward, take a reasonable stride stance, and as we lower, we're going to go diagonally forward and down. And we're just going to do 5 of these slowly and pausing in the bottom position, letting the knee drift over the toe, trying to feel a stretch in the front leg, stretch in the back leg. This is not supposed to be hard, it's not supposed to be intense. We're just getting a little bit of movement, a little bit of loading through the legs, just to warm up the surrounding areas. I said this is a good routine to do at the end of a session, so ideally you're a little bit warm going into this. But 5 per side, just pausing in that bottom position, feeling a decent stretch over the hips to begin with. Right, that's 5. I'm going to swap sides, left foot forward, nice stride stance. Think diagonally forward and down, stretch over the front hip, stretch over the back hip, trying to keep the chest up. If you struggle with this one, just lean forward a little bit less. Or alternatively, elevate this front foot up onto a step or something. So one more here. That left foot forward. Perfect. We're going to stay down low to the floor and we're going to perform a channel favorite, which is some hip swivels. So we're going to start seated, hands supported behind us, feet out, outside shoulder width. We're going to drop both legs to the left hand side, trying to keep the chest facing forward, back up and back down to the other side. So this is a swivel moving through internal and external rotation of the hip. We're going to do 5 per side. Again, nothing too strenuous here, it's just loosening up the hips and the lower back. The key to this one is just focusing on keeping that chest forward and trying to get knees down to the ground. So last one per side here. And then we're going to look at a common issue with hamstring flexibility, which is the sciatic nerve. So we're going to do a sciatic nerve floss. For this one, we just want to be lying down and get right leg first. We started on the right leg. You're going to grab it behind the back of the knee, with help of Coach Molly, and holding that, you're going to extend. Holding the back of the knee, we're going to flex the toes, extend the leg to go straight, point the toes, and then return to the start position. So flex, extend, point, and bend. Flex, extend, point, and bend. We're going to do 10 of these per side. They don't have to be particularly slow, nice and quick, just moving through the range of motion. You should feel that hamstring stretch kind of loosens over those 10 repetitions. It's just to cover that sciatic nerve and help encourage us to get longer in our hamstring flexibility. So a couple more here. Remember, pull the toe back as far as you can. Use the quad to extend the leg. Back to that start position. Perfect. So we're just going to swap sides. So right leg down, left leg up, hands behind the knee. Same thing again. Flex the foot, extend the leg, point the toe, bend the knee. Flex, point. Really use the quad here to extend that leg. That's 4, halfway now. This video is accompanied by Coach Molly, who is absolute chaos, but just makes it a little bit more challenging. 2 more reps here, and we'll move to the final exercise in this short warm-up. So last one, extend the leg, flex the foot, toe, point, and back down to the start. Perfect. We're going to come back up to the final movement, which is going to be a good morning. So for this one here, we're going to think about hinging at the hips using the anterior pelvic tilt. This is going to lengthen the hamstrings, but I want you just to think about basically trying to fall backwards. So a lot of the weight is then going to go through the heels. So we're going to think just about pushing the hips back as far as we can, mostly straight legs or fully straight if you can do. Reach the hands forward, you should feel a point of stretch, and then we're going to pull ourselves back up. So it's just basically eccentric lengthening of the hamstrings, push the hips backwards, reach the hands forward, lift back up. We're going to do 10 of those. Each time we're trying to just feel a little bit more stretch over the hamstrings. So hips backwards, reach the hands forward, feel like you're going to fall backwards, and that should be good for loading the hamstrings. Try to, if possible, avoid rounding the back too early. So if you end up just hinging to this far and you feel a good stretch over the hamstrings, that's absolutely fine. Remember, this is just a warm-up. So another 5, pushing the hips back, reaching the hands away overhead. Last couple here. Last one. Okay, and then from here we can come down into a pike position. So I just want you to test where your pike flexibility is at. Are you not able to touch the floor? Can you get fingertips to floor? Can you get knuckles to floor? Can you get palms to floor? Test, find a point where your pike flexibility is at. And now we're going to do the main bulk of the workout, and then we're going to retest at the end and see how much improvement we've made. So we're going to strengthen, then lengthen. The first movement, strength exercise, you have 2 options depending on your ability. The easier option is going to be very similar to that first elastic nerve floss. We're going to bring the leg up in a bent position, and then from here we're going to try and straighten the leg, but I'm going to try and think about pulling my leg as far over as I can do. So I'm going to feel my quad and my hip flexor working to pull myself into a stretch. The harder version is going to be with resistance of gravity, so exactly the same thing. I'm going to lift the leg up and I'm going to straighten the leg. Both of these we're going to hold for 5 reps of 5-second effort. So I'm going to do the first round lying and do the second round standing to demonstrate both. And we're going to start on the right hand side, and then we're going to pair it with a lengthening exercise, which we'll get onto shortly. So let's jump into this. 5 reps of a 5-second maximum effort. So nice and comfortable. Lift the knee up into the most stretch you can do, and then we're just going to try and straighten the leg fully and keep pulling the leg backwards. Keep pulling the leg back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Couple of seconds rest, and then we're going to do another rep, 5 in total. So leg up, strengthen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. 3 more. Straighten the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the time trying to pull the leg as close to your face as you can do. Straighten again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one here. Flex the leg, straighten it. Pointing the toe helps as well. 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're just going to swap sides now. Exactly the same thing again. Coach Molly's here to help with some emotional support of hamstring flexibility. So, left leg, same thing. 5 reps, 5 seconds. Flex the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's a little bit more challenging as well. As we do this next rep, you can flex the leg, and then you're just going to put some slight assistance. I'm going to press my hand, trying to push the leg away. So I'm obviously going to resist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's going to help activate more of that hip flexor. 2 more. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then last one here, 5 more seconds. Knee up as close as you can do. Use that quad, extend the leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So we're going to pair this with our lengthen exercise, and for the lengthen exercise, we're going to do a squat to pike transition. So we're going to start in this squat position. I'm going to think about keeping my stomach close to my thighs, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and extend the legs. Similar sort of effort, so think about using the quads to straighten the legs. I'm going to try and keep reaching down into this bottom position. This is where having that weight is quite useful. We can hold it in what would be kind of a zerker position. So in front of us, this is also going to help in that squat position. If you're a bit tight, it's going to help you sit in the squat. And again, I'm just going to try and straighten my legs and let the weight pull me. We're going to do 5 repetitions. Each time we're going to pause for 5 seconds again, but we're going to pause in this stretch position. So, when you're ready, grab your weight if you have weight. If you don't have weight, just think about trying to reach the hands down into the bottom. So 5 reps, 5 seconds. So straighten the legs, keep the stomach tight, hold for 5 seconds, 2, 1, return back to your squat. You don't have to get all the way down to the squat as you transition. The main thing is that pike position. 3, 2, 1, second rep. So back down to a bit of a squat, back up to that pike, use the quads to extend the legs fully. 3, 2, 1, 2 more now, almost done. That's it, extend the legs, 3, 2, 1, and we'll do one last one here. Really try to reach with the elbows or reach with the hands further down into that stretch. 3, 2, 1, perfect. Return to a squat, and then we can take a short rest, and we're simply going to repeat that routine to strengthen, then lengthen, one more time. This time around, I'm going to do the slightly harder variation. There's a couple of ways. As I mentioned, if you're doing the lying down, first of all, just work on straightening the leg using the quad. Second, apply a little bit of pressure with the hand, so it makes it harder for you to pull the leg upright, and then gradually we can work towards a standing position, which is what we're going to perform now. Same thing, 5 reps of 5 seconds, and then we're going to do the final set of the lengthening. So, another 10 seconds, and then we're ready to go. This one works nicely if you have like a stick or a wall or something to support you, but we're going to work with it now. So, right leg first, lift the knee up as high as you can, use the quad, hold 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and relax, shake it off for 2. Second rep, knee up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The standing one is significantly harder, I can confirm. Lift up, straighten, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you get a little bit more tired, obviously the leg's going to drop slightly, but still maximum effort here. Last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Just going to swap legs. So left leg, same thing. Lift up, straighten the leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake it off and relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more reps here. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get a bit challenging now. Last rep. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shake it off. I'm going to take 15 seconds rest, and I'm going to go for that squat to pike position. We can, alternatively as well, if you have got some weight, we can do this in a straight arm position. So I'd need to be stood over a ledge. I can leave this weight to hang, and I can do that same transition. I quite like the Zerker hugging sort of position though. So, last set, 5 reps, 5-second pause, and then we're going to see how our hamstring flexibility is improved. So, you're going to extend, keep those thighs tight to the chest, reach the elbows down. 3, 2, 1. Return down to the squat. Use the quads to extend the legs. Fully straighten with the legs if you can do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more. Really reach down those elbows. 3, 2, 1. Think about pulling that stomach tight into the legs. 2, 1. Last rep here. Reach down with the elbows. Use the quads, keep the legs straight. Max it out. 2, 1. Back to the squat. And we can put that weight to one side. You can shake it off a little bit. And then all I want you to do is just retest your pike. We're going to see where things are at now that we've done a couple of sets. So, starting standing, we're just going to fold forward. Are you able to get your knuckles down or your fingers down now? Can you get knuckles down? Can you get your palms down? Maybe if we apply a little bit of elevation to our feet, are you able to get your palms down or your feet on elevation? We're looking to see that measurable improvement after doing those efforts, and you can additionally do one more set. 3 in total would be a good recommendation for this short 10 to 15 minute add-on to improve your pike flexibility. This video is about applying and making things quick and simple, just like today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is a powerful online website building platform that enables you to create your own space to share with your audience. And it's what I've used for the past 6 years to personally host the website for my business. Squarespace can help you generate revenue through members-only content. It can help you communicate directly to that audience in those members areas, and also through things like email campaigns. This is what I host my newsletter, The Archetype, with. Go to squarespace.com to start a free trial and build your website. And when you're ready to launch, go to this link here and you'll be able to get 10% off your website or domain. Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. But other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a strong week. Peace.